Hi guys. I'm probably gonna be dead when I load in here because I got DC'd because our Wi-Fi is dog shit and we don't have an Ethernet port. So yeah. Oh, I'm not dead. Shocking. And it's still night cycle. Gross. Oh, one of my guildies died to an org. Unlucky. Okay, looks like the chat ain't coming back on my phone. Wonderful. I hate running on Wi-Fi. If any of you are lucky enough to run an Ethernet, please count your blessings and realize what you have. And don't complain about it. Even if it's a little bit slow, at least it doesn't drop you in the middle of your stream. I think this is where I got those 3 earrings to drop too. May as well hang out here and find out. Wonder what it's like to be 63 and grind these places. Is it that different? The only real reason I want to hit 63 is so that I can have people hit me less hard than they already do. At least that's what I hear happens anyway. I mean, it also applies to mobs, but apparently it also applies to people, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, then of course I need to hit 63. And I'm already at almost 75% now. Another boss, huh? It kinda sucks I don't drop the earring. So, for whatever reason, Streamlabs is not showing me any of my notifications. I don't know what that sound was, but thank you. I think Streamlabs is still loading in, unfortunately. Sounded like the follow button, I think. Either way, thank you to whoever that was for whatever that was. I don't think I'll see it until the end of the stream, since again, I can't see my notifications currently. Like, it's not showing me a log of literally anything right now. What's up, Sai? Honestly, I've had better mornings. I was streaming and then our Wi-Fi went out, so my stream got interrupted for a good 20 minutes and I was very upset. And now I also can't see what's going on in my notification bar in Streamlabs So somebody either subbed or donated or followed, and I don't know which one because I literally can't see my notification bar at all. But weirdly enough, I can see the chat on my phone, but the chat doesn't tell me anything unless I have a sub. So I'm assuming it's a follow, and if it is, again, thank you, and I'm so sorry to whoever it was that I couldn't see it. I feel terrible. Usually I'd give a shout out, but I physically cannot see who did it. Oh, okay. Watch replay of your earlier stream, got a disco thing. Okay, okay. Oh, you followed. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like, usually if I do, okay, so usually if I get DC'd, right, I only have to wait like 5 minutes for it to come back, and so I just put my stream on BRB mode, and then it'll come back on its own. But this time it took like 20 minutes, so I was like, okay, well I might have to restart my PC, so I did. And like I've never had the issue where it just doesn't show me my notification log before. Like this is very new to me. That's never happened. Even in the times I have been DC'd for longer periods of time, it's never done that to me. I'm hoping it comes back, because that's worrisome. I don't want to have to reinstall freaking Streamlabs. I mean, I would if I had to. I'd still have all of my stuff on it. It'd just be a pain in the ass to try to remember my password and stuff. Does Prime still get the free sub every month? Yes. Yes, it does, actually. I think they've always done that. Wish I had Amazon Prime. I have so many friends I would sub to. Sucks they only get to do one a month. Sag. Maybe try to restart your phone. Yeah, I actually did that. Like, I restarted my phone right after I restarted my PC to see if it would work, and it actually didn't. I was like, okay, well, so I just had to wait it out. But I'm back, so it's time to grind. Hardly ever use it, but please enjoy it. Thank you, Zai. What a good friend you are. I appreciate that too. And I'm sorry I wasn't on League like yesterday or today. I had a bad game, like, I think it was 2 days ago, right? So I got to Bronze 1 in Flex, and I was starting to climb to Silver. And then, like, I don't know how this happened, but, like, actually my entire team, like, just trolled. Okay, so I think it was like a Master Yi jungle. I don't know why, but he decided to camp bot lane when my ADC was overextended. And I told my ADC not to overextend because I had everything warded, and their jungler was camping the shit out of us for like the first 7 minutes of the game. And I'm like, I'm not going to extend with you. And he's like, well, you have to, or I'm going to report you for trolling. I'm like, I'm not trolling. I just don't want to feed their jungler who's been down here 2 times in the last 5 minutes. He's like, no, it's fine. He can't be here. He's probably doing dragon. And I'm like, oh god. So, surprise, surprise, Zach comes back down, kills both of us. I get tilted. I call him trash. I somehow didn't get a ban for any of this, by the way. And I was like, go back to norms. You're actually dog shit. And then he's like, okay, well, good luck. And then he goes semi-AFK at the base. Like, he's moving around so he doesn't look AFK, but he's not playing. And then our mid laner, who was obviously a Yasuo, decides that he's gonna travel bot lane to try and, I don't know, counter gank the jungler. And so then he feeds the Caitlyn, and I'm just like, okay, well, at this point I'm done. There's nothing I can do to help this team. Like, none of them are working together or doing literally anything. So like at this point I'm just tilted and I want to get out. I'm like, can we just FF at 15 and collectively decide to do something together? And so obviously they don't FF. The Jin's still semi-AFK. Yasuo's feeding his ass off. I'm actually getting kills on Zyra, but that doesn't make a difference when your entire team doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Yi hasn't got an objective. It's been like 20 minutes almost by this point. And then I think at like 23 minutes, their set just pushes in and solos the rest of the base. I'm like, oh, well, at least it's over. And then I logged off because I almost got demoted. I was really upset. Have been on League in almost a week. Oh, this week? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Tikiju. Hello there. Sorry, I just saw that in chat. I was grinding. Yeah, no, that whole game was just I don't even know how to describe it to you. It was just infuriating is the best way I can put it. Like, I didn't even log in the next day. I was so pissed. I was like, okay, I need a day off. Like, the game tilted me so much that I literally logged out, and I told my boyfriend, I'm like, can we just have alone time early today, because I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to do anything. I just want to complain to you, and I want to watch House. I don't want to do anything else. I'm mad. I hate this game. And yeah, and he was like, yeah, no problem. So we got into call like almost 2 hours earlier than we usually do because I just couldn't handle like doing anything else the rest of the night. I'm like, I don't even want to play any other game. I'm just pissed. I don't even know. Like, how a team can be that bad collectively baffles my mind. And I really was doing like everything I could. Like, I even took, you know, Arcane Comet runes because I saw that had a Mundo, a set, and a Zac. I was like, alright, I'm gonna do big damage to them. Nope. Nope. Couldn't do anything because we just got camped. And then Yasuo fed, and Yi didn't do anything. I don't even remember who our top laner was, but they also weren't doing jack shit. They had almost 2 times less CS than the Gnar in the enemy team. And I'm like, why don't we just FF now? Like, their whole team is tanks. Nobody on my team was doing literally any damage but me. And I'm like, I can't carry you guys if you're just gonna keep trolling me. Unlucky for me. Just wondering, Blackstar armor or boss armor? I don't think Blackstar armor is worth it, personally speaking. Like, I'm saving up for the Fallen Gods armor, so I would say boss armor until you can get it to C10, and then start saving up for a Fallen, because that's going to give you the most evasion in DP. Blackstar gives you a decent amount, but for the amount you have to pay for the base, I don't think it's worth it. Kat got home like 8 hours ago. Oh, hey. Tell her I said hi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, that whole game, I'm just like, wow, I really wish I had a jungler, or a top laner, or a Yasuo that did literally anything. Like, I literally picked Zyra thinking, oh, me and Yasuo can win team fights together. Nope. Nope, because, like, I think that whole game, he maybe hit 4 of his twisters, and that game was 21 minutes long. I was like, alright, maybe you just shouldn't play Yasuo. Like, there's a very good chance you're just not good at this champion and you should play something else. Like, I give every champion a chance at least once, but I'm not going to take one that I'm bad at playing into a ranked game, because I don't like making other people suffer. I'm not that type of person. That's like if I took Morgana, okay, like, into a ranked solo duo against something I'm obviously not good at playing against, I would feel bad. I've only taken her into one solo duo with my boyfriend, and we lost, and it wasn't because, like, I played her badly, it's just their entire team was just better than ours, which does happen. It sucks because we were on a 7-game win streak, too, over the last, like, month, because we don't play a lot of solo duo together, because we're both very nervous people. But yeah, that was the first one out of 8 that we lost. I was like, shit. So I guess I should have played Zyra, maybe it would have gone better, I don't know. But the team comp was just, overall, more CC than ours, more damage, everything. More map awareness too. I was like, oh, that must be nice. What's it like to have a team that does things? Can't relate to that. If you give the 15 more minutes of uninterrupted farming, he could have carried. Well, like, remember, we didn't FF. Like, we just lost our base to Set, because Set just soloed everything. There's nothing we could do. I wanted to keep going. Like, at first I wanted to FF, and I was like, oh, we're getting a couple kills now. And then, you know, Set just came in and started blowing shit up when we were dead. I'm like, oh, yeah, this game's over. We literally can't defend this base. Like, we're all dead, so. She snuck out right now. Her mom made her drive an 8-hour drive. Jesus. Well, I hope she gets some good rest then, because that is a long drive. When my boyfriend came here to see me, I think it was like almost 13 hours. I was like, oh, my poor baby. So yeah, we slept at the hotel for a couple hours when he came to visit me, because he was exhausted. Understandably so. I think I would be too. Yeah, so it was hit or miss. Yeah. That's why I could never play Yasuo. I'm bad at him. I had to play him once in ARAM, and I had no idea what was going on. I was like, how the actual fuck do I play this champion? I did terrible. I think I did worse than like everybody on both teams in that game combined. Yasuo was too tough for me. I could never. Spam 9 straight games of Mord on my main account in both jungle and top. Almost no matchup knowledge. Interesting. Yeah, that's why I play Zyra so much. She's a comfort pick, and I know that I'm good at her, so like usually I will win. Like unless my team is absolutely trolling the fuck out of me, like usually I will not lose with Zyra. Granted, Kiana seems to be a hard counter to me, so when I see her, I get kind of nervous, and I usually will lose. I think I've only won against a Kiana on the other team like one time ever, because she's just so more mobile than me. She signed up to help her mom in another state with her startup business. Oh, okay. What is it that she's doing? I'm a Pantheon cuck. Keck W, dude. I like Pantheons. Pantheons are pretty cool. I don't know how to play Pantheon, but Pantheon's a strong champion, and I think he's actually good at every lane, which to me is wild. Like, I've seen him support, I've seen him mid lane, I've seen him jungle. He does it all. Like, I wish I played a champion that did all of that. I tried to take Zyra into jungle, and I've only won one game with her. It's so bad. It was a ranked game, though. It was pretty cool. But I had a crazy good team. Like, they were very, very well coordinated. I was happy about that. I was like, oh, free LP with Zyra jungle. Pogging. It's a repair, replace, build business like painting, tiling, plumbing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually really lucrative. I would say any, like, repair or maintenance type business is gonna be, like, insane money. Because obviously it's something you eventually have to have done, so I like necessities and stuff. That's nice. Smart on her part, too. He can take an MM2. Yeah, I know. Oh, hey. A title. Yay! You know, it would be if her mom and partner would spend a night or two communicating instead of yelling matches. Yeah, that would probably help. I know what that's like. Believe me. I wish I didn't know what that was like, but I do. My parents like to have very loud arguments. Like, they close their door so that they think that we can't hear them. But we definitely hear them. I just don't say anything because I like to stay out of their business. But I can definitely hear. Like, they're both very loud people. She spent a week in their house down there, so she's just burnt the fuck out. Yeah. No, I would be too. 100%. Shit, I'm burnt out living here, but I mean, at least during my streaming hours, I get left alone. So from 10:15 to at least 1:30, nobody bothers me. It's kind of nice. It's very peaceful. Maybe I should stream longer hours. Then I'd really get some peace and quiet. At least I go to bed earlier in the day. Like, they're asleep by like 9 p.m. and I don't go to bed until almost 1 a.m., so... Exactly! Well, it's my me and my stream time. And I'm okay with that. I'm actually happier when I'm streaming because I have more people to socialize with instead of just sitting in Discord all the time. I don't know why, it's just easier for me to like communicate this way and to really think about what I'm gonna say. Whereas if I'm in Discord, everything just kind of comes out like word vomit. Because you've heard me. Like, I'm a very anxious person, and so I talk super fast. Like, I don't mean to, it just kind of like comes out. You wake up at 1 a.m.? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's right, because you said you do overnights. That makes sense. It's great. Honestly, kind of happier when you're streaming too. It's great because I often have like 9 hours of alone time on my days off where I can't do much. Yeah, fair. I definitely love having you in my stream because I don't get to talk to you as much anymore. I used to be in your Discord almost all the time when I saw that you were like online. I'm like, hey, league time, hey, league time. Usually I would get a game or two in with you before everybody else is like, hey, I want to play. You're a very popular person. That's because you're so personable, though. It's hard to find people that aren't obnoxious that play League. Like, you're one of the few. Haven't been hosting much these last few months, and when I have, it's been dead. You're not an asshole. You're just straightforward. And you're serious about the game. If you're an asshole, then I'm like a mega asshole. Actually, I am an asshole. Like, I played that game so aggressively. Dear God. You restrain it most of the time. No! I mean, I've seen you get upset in League a couple of times. I just think it's funny because you react the same way that I do, so it's completely relatable. Not like funny haha, but like ironic funny because we handle the game the same way when we're pissed off. No, I swear to God, I've literally seen you do that. Like, at one point you started, I don't remember who was in the game with us, but like, you actually started yelling at us, like, why are you guys playing so fucking bad? Like, this was winnable. And I don't remember which one of us you were flaming, but I just, like, couldn't stop laughing. I think you've inted maybe one time ever, and I don't know which tune you were playing, but, like, I think it was that the team wouldn't FF or something, and you just, like, weren't having it, and, yeah, you just kind of yeeted into them a couple of times, and I eventually realized, oh, he's inting. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've actually done that, like, in Ranked Flex. If I know it's completely unwinnable, and they're just holding me hostage for, like, the third time, I'm like, okay, good luck. And then I'll just start yeeting into, like, whoever's the least fed to make it look less toxic. Which, like, I know is inherently toxic as fuck. But how do they know I'm not just having a bad game? Only do that shit when they don't ever back my plays. Yeah? No, that's completely understandable. Like I said, I try my best not to do that. But sometimes people just make it completely impossible, and I'm like, well, if you're not gonna let me out, I'm just gonna see myself out. And that's fine. I don't like inting, but if it's the only way to get out of a game on rare occasion, I'll do it. Like, I'm not gonna be stuck there for an hour. Actually, if it's unwinnable, it wouldn't even last an hour, so I should say 30 minutes. I don't think I've ever had an unwinnable game last that long. But even still, sometimes people just don't understand that you got completely counterpicked and there's legit nothing you can do to win that. I do find it ironic, however, that I've won more games on Sona than I have on Zyra. And Zyra's a CC champion, Sona's just a healer. Kinda silly. And I don't run it down, I just don't help them. Kick W. Okay, so then that was just a bad game for everybody. I think I legit thought that you were inting, I just didn't like... I wasn't upset about it, because... Like, I've legit done that. Like, I'm terrible. I know that I'm toxic. I try to not be toxic, but sometimes people make it impossible. It's the 20 minutes of getting dunked on that I hate. Yeah, no. Hour-long games are your favorite. Okay. I definitely can't say the same. Like, if I spend an hour long playing and I still lose, I am super butthurt. I'm like, y'all just wasted an hour of my time, and for what? So that I can sit here and flame all of you for doing stupid shit? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Sona has upfront burst. Zyra is DOT. That's true. Well, I don't even build her AP, though. I built her full heal now, and I win almost all of my games I play with her. Like, I had a 53% win rate with Sona, as opposed to my 46% with Zyra, which is hilarious because Zyra's my main, Sona's my secondary. But she was my first champion, so I guess that makes sense. Like, I'm really good at timing her heals and shit. just arrogant as fuck, so I make terrible plays. Yeah, I get that. Now that I'm like in silver for solo duo, I feel like I'm a little bit more arrogant than I was when I was in bronze. Like, not because I think I'm better than my entire team, but because, like, I feel like I should be higher than silver 4 because I don't play with my feet. Like, I actually pay attention to my map. I make good plays. I make good calls. I time objectives. I help other lanes. I try to feed my ADC the kills. I don't troll. Like, in all honesty, I sincerely believe I should be at least silver 2. Like, silver 4 doesn't do justice for the amount of work and effort I put into the game. Like, I play it so many times per day. I don't even know. If I'm going on a league spree, I'm on for at least 6 to 8 hours. And I know that it's unhealthy, but I can't help it. Am I on Discord while I stream or no? Usually I'm not, because, like, I've realized people like to act really stupid while I'm streaming, and then they say inappropriate things that could get me banned. And being an affiliate, and this being my source of income, I would hate for that to happen. So I've started staying out of Discord for the 3 hours that I am streaming during the day. Because I just never know what someone's gonna say, and it makes me super nervous. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I have it open on my phone. I'm just on Do Not Disturb, so, like, I won't actively see it pop up. Because, like, I turn the notification thingies off so that, because I have it open on my, like, monitor also, I don't want people to, like, see all the spam that my friends send me while I stream, because some of them are kind of papega. And, so I just got into the habit of putting everything on DND for the 3 hours I'm streaming, and then I take it off when I'm done. Yeah, my friends like to troll, so I was like, alright, well, if you guys are gonna act like this, I'll just go into DND, and then nobody will ever see the spam again. Because it used to just pop up on my screen when they sent messages, and I'm like, oh, let's get rid of that. It also just looks annoying, especially if I'm grinding or something, because it pops up, like, over here. Where's my mouse? Like, here. Then it covers up some of this. I'm just like, why? So I had to get rid of it. It was bothering me. Do I only stream BDO? Usually, yeah. I imagine if I set up a scene for Diablo 3 again, I could probably stream that on one monitor, because I used to stream it on my laptop, if I recall correctly. But I can't figure out how to do League from one monitor. I did get a VGI splitter, but for whatever reason it's not working on my monitor. So I might try to have my cousin help me with that later today. And then I should be able to play League. Like, I've been trying to do it with one monitor. Like, I set it up one time, but it doesn't show, like, the champ select screen or whatever. Or I think the load-in screen is what it doesn't show. And it doesn't show after the game ends, like, giving the honors and shit like that. So it only picks up, like, half of the stuff that I'm doing, and it bothers me. Which is why I don't... which is why I don't stream it that way. Oh, didn't even realize these ran out. Yeah, I turned that crap off years ago. So you can only show the end game, not the lobby client. Yeah, basically. That's the most bizarre thing. Like, I would love to play League on stream, believe me. I love how stupid I get when I play League. I'm definitely at my most aggressive, and some people happen to like that. Like, I think when I started streaming, League probably made me the most amount of money because people like to watch me suffer. And I totally get that because I'm kind of the same way, right? Like, I watch Trick2G because, like, he's good at the game, but, like, he also struggles because people really target him. It's hilarious. And so, I don't know. I like that I get tilted on League. It makes my stream more interesting. And I definitely made the most money playing that more than I did playing BDO. Like, I'm making an okay amount now because I've gotten more subs, more followers, because I do like different content. All I used to do before was like gather, and I realized like people don't care a lot for gathering, so I'm trying like new grind spots, more RBF since I'm an evasion meme and I have better gear now, and so it's going well. But yeah, I definitely love to play League again on stream if I could. It's probably less demanding too. Like the graphics aren't as crazy as they are in BDO. Like I have this turned down to potato mode and sometimes it still lags on rare occasion. League basically doesn't lag at all since I've put it on potato mode. So I think it'd be really easy for me to stream it if I could figure out how to do it with a single monitor, assuming the second one doesn't work. What am I drinking? Oh, what is it called? Let's see. Wild Strawberry Crystal Light with caffeine. I used to drink Mio as my caffeine, you know, supplement, but we can't find it anywhere, so my mom just got this instead, and I was like, okay, like I'm fine with this. This is about the same. So, it works relatively well, I think. I only use small amounts of it at a time. Like, I don't just pour the whole thing into my bottle. I know a lot of people that do because they're like, oh, I like it for the flavor. I'm not using it for the flavor. I'm literally using it for the caffeine. And, like, no other purpose. Like, it could taste terrible, and as long as it had caffeine in it, I'd be fine with it. I just don't like being tired while I'm streaming. It makes me sad. Yeah, potato mode. What's strange? Oh, that it won't run on like a single monitor. Oh, why not drink coffee or tea? Because I wake up at 9:30 and then I have to use the bathroom, make food, and eat before 10:15. And that's like an extra 3 minutes. Caffeinated Crystal Light sounds strange. You know, in retrospect, I thought it was going to be, but I'm actually enjoying it. It's not that bad. Oh my god, why do we have so many ducks? Weird. But yeah, it tastes way better than I expected it to. It tastes just like Crystal Light, it just has caffeine. It might even have more caffeine than the Mio I was drinking before, because it seems to be working a little bit better. Like, I was playing Rust yesterday, and I didn't feel tired or lethargic or anything. I was like, oh, hey, this stuff's actually pretty good. It almost tastes better, too. Like, I'm not a huge fan of strawberry, but I'm actually not minding this. Not that these didn't come over here with the rest of the mobs. Kind of rude. Wish I could get an earring to drop. Sag. Just make the coffee with a coffee maker while you're cooking, and when it's ready you're sitting down. True. I don't know. I just, like, we don't usually have coffee anyway. Like, we have tea, but I feel like tea makes me more sleepy than it does wake me up. Because, like, it's more calming. Try going caffeine free for like 2 months. I didn't have caffeine for like a week. Actually, closer to a month when I was visiting my boyfriend in Florida a couple of weeks ago. Like, I almost didn't touch my Mio, like, at all, except for one morning I had to wake up early because he was going to an interview, and I decided I was going to stay awake and wait for him. But like other than that, I basically didn't touch it for 3 weeks, and I was like, holy shit. Like it was kind of weird, but we were waking up at like 11 a.m. so it gave us a little bit more time to rest and shit. So I just didn't feel as tired, I guess. Kind of want to get back into RuneScape if I could get a group to play with, but I don't really like most of the MMOs out nowadays. I've actually never played, like, I've known people that did play RuneScape, but I myself haven't played it. This was actually my first MMO. It's been very... It's tried my patience a lot, let's just say that. Like, the enhancement system in this game is horrific. Like, people say it's easy to get pens or whatever, but in the 5 years I played, I've only gotten 5 pens. So... Well, 5 of which I've made, a couple which I bought for a ton of silver. Because I was like, enhancing's stupid anyway. Well, I mean, I know of RuneScape, I just haven't, like, I haven't played it myself. I've kind of watched my friends play it, because some of them will, like, stream it while they're playing. But it's been a minute. I don't think anybody in my immediate friend group actually plays. Hardest part in RuneScape is getting the rare drops from bossing. Ugh. That's so relatable. Like, we have bosses that spawn here too. Some of them are on a schedule, some kind of like spawn when they want to. But it's toxic. A respec system? What's that? Let's see if I can get these guys to come over here today. Okay. Yeet. Oh, they don't have that problem in RS. I've always spawned and have 30 seconds to 5 minutes between respawns. Okay, I see. That's kind of nice. These ones you have to wait hours to spawn. Like literally hours at a time for the field bosses and for the world bosses. Because the world bosses, like the weapon bosses, those are on a schedule. The ones that just drop armor, like they spawn at random times of the day. Like there's a boss timer, Discord, sorry I'm stretching, that you could go to check. But it doesn't look like for instance, Beg and Red Nose, I don't think are on any sort of specific spawn time. Like, it'll tell you when it last spawned, but it doesn't say, like, when it's actually spawning again. But man, I haven't been to a field boss in a long time. I go to the weapon bosses because I have ults sitting there, just in case I actually get a weapon to drop, because those are like 150 mil plus, which is significant. But, like, I haven't gone to them in a while, because all I do right now is grind, since I'm trying to save up for a Tet earring that I want. But I should be grinding Turos realistically. I just thought I'd come here earlier today because I wanted to try the new little spot that came out and like see how good it is. Oh, I didn't even realize my loot scroll ran out. Check W. So I'll pop another one in a minute. Let's see. another 10 mil buff. Don't really need to pop another one of these yet, so I won't. So I'll pop one of these. Another 530. Do I have any more yellow loot scrolls? I should, right? Yeah, okay. Pop another one of these. And I think that's all I need for now. I'm running out of inventory again. Holy shit. A lot of these mobs don't really hurt me anymore. It's kind of nice. I should go see if that other spot's still open and available, since it's not nighttime anymore and it could be a lot of fun. But this spot's so comfortable and I know it well. What drop rates they have? It really depends on your RNG. So like, for me, I usually get one box like per month, maybe, depending on how often I'm going. But like, it's really rare to get the boss box. You can also get crystals and other small things. How is Witch nowadays? I mean, personally speaking, I love playing Witch. Like, I don't think that even after they quote-unquote nerfed her with like the Meteor thing and the Voltaic Pulse thing, that she's been any different in PvE or PvP. I guess in PvP it's a little bit more difficult because I'm so used to Voltaicing and like running away, but like it hasn't been a huge detriment for me. She's still pretty strong in my eyes, but I also only play this class, to be fair. I used to play DK, but I got tired of her mana issues, so I stopped playing a long time ago. I would still say in terms of like reliability for PvP and PvE though, she's always going to be pretty good. What's up, shooting? How's it going, fellow Witchmane? I'm pretty good. I've been grinding a lot the last couple days, trying to save up for my Ted Ethereal earring. Right now I'm at like 3.5-ish bill, I think, right? Something like that. Yeah, 3.48. Okay, well I was at 3.5, but I had to take some off for temp buffs. So I was trying the new Star Zen rotation today with a little weird thingamajigger, little tower thingy. Yeah, that. But I stopped because nighttime came around and then I almost died, so I came down here to do a regular rotation. And now I've just been kind of hanging out down here because it's comfortable. I should go back up there and try again since the nighttime mobs aren't going to be active for at least another hour or so. Literally doing the same, but for Tet Disto. Yeah, I'm really here for the distortion. Like, I was told that spot drops them more often. I don't know how true that is, but I wasn't over there for more than like 20, maybe 30 minutes before like nighttime hit and I had to get out of there. It was spooky. I don't like it there at night. It's a lot. Was definitely interesting though, because it reminded me a lot like of Marie Cave with the new mobs. Someone was explaining it to me that way before I came out here. They're like, oh, like it's kind of like the Marie Cave mobs where you like hit the tower thingy and then it spawns like a billion of them or whatever. I'm like, oh, sweet. It definitely spawned a lot of those fuckers. That's for sure. Whew, it was spooky though. They don't hit as hard as I thought during the daytime, but at night, when there's so many of them coming at you, like, it's terrifying. Definitely not a place to grind at night with my DP. Not yet, anyway. If I were like 361 DP, I might think about it, but where I'm currently at, no way. I just got to Star's End today, actually, so I'm not sure. I think my best at Star's End ever has been like maybe 6k, if that, but I'm dog shit. I suck at grinding. It's not anything I'm good at. Like, I'm better at Node Wars than I am at PvE. I just like hope for the best, that I get like a drop or something. I use yellow loot scroll, but that's usually because my Agris isn't ever available. And I'm running 282 Kudum. I'd say on average I maybe make like 5k here, if that. This last hour was dog shit because I kept running everywhere. So like maybe 3.7 or something. I also got DC, so that was wonderful. Really? How many of these bosses are gonna spawn today, bro? You know, I'd be excited for this if it ever dropped me an earring, but people are like, oh no, it doesn't even drop earrings, it just drops like the Trace of Ascension and more Blackstones and a little bit more trash loot. I'm like, great, just what I needed. Like, what if this is my earring chance? But instead this thing is spawning. Big Sag. Oh, Coranda's up.